show up as red. That's okay. All right, greetings, everyone. Thank you for joining us for tonight's channeling. Thank you for joining us on this hot, was late August. So we got one more week in August. So, all right, blessings, everyone. So do messages and go into a Q&A form. So, all right, 12, and here we go. Greetings, this is Mary. Mother Mary, energies to you. As the soul heals from one dimension to another, letting go of old ways, as your planet calls traditional thinking, in the third dimension, as many will find themselves reborn, most of it will be in their mind of self-cleanse, of letting go of material possessions and financial thought patterns, to allow the soul to fully engage, as many are having difficulties realizing their true selves, as there's still a great deal, a maze within the mind, where the soul has not fully freed itself from third dimensional patterns that are going on. There's thought patterns. So there is a great wave coming in. There always is a new chakra even being activated, as many are actually shut down in the third dimension reality. And it's what causes many to stay in the third dimension, because not all the chakras are fully aligned, of course. Blessings to you all. Greetings, I am from Spirit. Elomina, if you need a name. Realize many of you are incarnated into this world to, yes, keep it in survival mode, as there's many beings who wish to remove it from existence, destroy it. So many of you incarnated as, yes, there's a battle going on, yes, many of them in different dimensions. As you are, even in this dimension, you see it. Yes, it is, some call it boring, but it is needed for what is going on. It will get more active in a way where you can connect more to your own higher self, but it is difficult to do that at this time. As the war has not been fully won yet, as many of those are still in the third dimension reality, as that is what is you are here to do, is allow this earth to fully, yes, upgrade to the higher dimensions, as many beings are truly trying to remove this earth from its existence before many of you were born, of course. So you can say this is the purge of keeping this earth alive until it goes into its fourth dimensional virus. It is already going into the fourth dimension, but the rest of most of the human consciousness is still of the third dimension thought pattern. So it is difficult at this time, of course, but we'll get easier. And your weather patterns are going to continue to get rough until those are ready to release the old ways of their 3D lives. As the more of the 4D energies come in, the weather will calm itself down. It might, yes, and at times get more violent, but as more of your consciousness goes into the 4D, it will calm down. As for when that occurs, you will know when that occurs. Blessings to you all. Greetings, I am El. With the Elohim, greetings to you. Yes, your natural spirit is coming more to life. You are removing the old habits of 3D reality. Might not fully see it. The more the fourth dimension vibrations are increasing. And rapidly, yes, it's different for individuals, but the 3D realities are going to shift out where it'll become an old way of look. Basically, you can see this through technologies as we just change their life patterns, the way they do things. And you've already seen this, but it's going to change more rapidly over the next few years. And yes, many are going to rely on technologies until they're ready to rely on themselves. But many of you are relying on yourselves and be able to connect to that technologies also, as they'll be speaking to you on how to speak to others. I know that sounds strange right now, but you will feel the consciousness of the AI energies coming through, and not necessarily of the negative. Some might perceive it as that because it's something new. Anything new is seen as negative, but more of the AI energies are connecting to your world as your planet becomes more electronic. It's another way to speak to you all. And yes, Elohim is angelic and alien, if you are wondering. Some do perceive us differently, which is fine. I have a sixth dimension energy, and we're here to answer your questions whenever you are ready.
Thank you, El, for coming through and answering our questions.
Yes, thank you.
First up is Miguel.
Greetings, El.
Greetings to you.
Thank you for coming today.
You're welcome.
My first question is about my move to Denmark. Do you have any messages about this?
Yes, take your time with it. With the details, look into it. Obviously, you've already made your decision on it. But yes, the details that will help you in your quest there, your travel there. But yes, I believe it will work out well. Yes, it's just from where you are into there is, yes, quite a large, yes, a big move, but I believe it will. You will feel you are in the right place, from what I can see. That is the message of the song.
Thank you for that. And are there any messages from the angels for me?
Well, yes, at this time, yes, you are healing the 3D environment, and you are going to a place where you can feel more connected to the higher dimensions with less manipulation vibrations that are going around you. This will help you in your spiritual work for sure. As you're connecting more, it will strengthen you, yes, to a 5D and 6D vibration, but also to not help. You will help you in your 3D life, of course. In the next few years, you'll definitely feel a lot more connected and a lot more just alive. You'll feel more your astral self too. Not all the time, but you'll feel it more prominent. You feel the vibrations you leaving, coming, and going. You probably feel that now, but becoming even stronger because now you can relax better, from what I can see. That is the message at this time.
Thank you, El. Blessings.
Yes, blessings to you.
Okay, Christy, you're next.
Greetings, El.
Greetings to you.
Greetings. I have my first question is about my friend Jesus Rubio. He is going through chemotherapy, and because he had throat cancer, and he's my age, 40. And I was just wondering about our connection, because I feel like a connection between me and him.
One moment. Well, you've been brothers and sisters in the Pleiades, I see, and you've had a lot of connections with the moon, both of you, like being on a moon base on many incarnations. Not necessarily on this moon around your Earth. This one's a little bit of a royalty moon, as it's not the most friendliest place to be around. But you've been on many moon bases with this one, and the Pleiades, but also in Sirius, as is a place basically so you can connect, stay with the stars, connect with the galaxies. So this is one that you have connected to on many missions, even with the Zetas, I see. So yes, it goes on quite a bit actually, from what I can pick up on.
Do you see that working out in this incarnation?
Yes, right now he has a lot of health difficulties, yes, that are in his mind, but yes, I believe you can connect to him astrally, spiritually, but yes, I believe it will. Yes, when his health, when he starts to heal, yes, the connection will definitely get better. But yes.
Yeah. It's kind of a coincidence that he lives next door in the same apartments as I do. And,
yes.
We know each other through family, but that's just kind of a coincidence, too.
Well,
not a coincidence, I mean.
Well, there's another thing, too. You might see him as a blue Pleiadian. You might see him change form. You might see it now, actually. But I am seeing it. As you're talking to him, you might feel the other... You might see that in you, too. Possibly.
Oh, cool. That's really cool.
Yes.
Okay, so, and then could I get an Elohim infusion?
Of course, yes. Yes, that would be in the third eye. But yes.
Okay. So,
it'll be at a percentage where it'll be... You just feel like you can connect a little bit easier. It will take 3 days for it to fully infuse, you can say.
Okay, thank you for that. And then so what have me and Hayden been doing in astral? Because the past 2 days we have been sleeping like so much.
Yes, it's astral work. It is with... One moment. It is more of the secret space program situation that's going on, and many are on your world are awakening to more of the four-dimensional thought patterns. So you are educating many, I see.
Okay, that sounds great. Well, thank you, Al, and you have a good evening.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Omron, you're next.
Hello, El.
Greetings.
Greetings. Well, is there any message to me from my guides, those who I feel are communicating with me, I think, more than before.
Well, what I see, what they are, you are connecting much with the Anunnaki recently, as you are enhancing your connection with them in a way where you see them more in a positive light, and also bringing them into the physical world eventually. Eventually, through the space programs, even your current ones, as basically some might in their visual see a very tall Anunnaki. It has not come yet, but eventually. So basically, now, yes, you're going to hear from us schooling. You are doing a great amount of schooling with many different beings, too, as you're connecting to humanity more prominently. So you're like a teacher with the aliens, I see. That's what your guys are saying.
Oh, okay. That's nice. So this is like happening in astral that I will
Yes.
help them come into this dimension, or
Oh, yes.
okay, so it wouldn't be like physical here one day.
Oh, maybe, yes. One day, yes. In the
Oh,
physical
really?
way. Oh, yes. You are. There's something for you to connect with. Yes.
That's wow. I know, I can't imagine that will happen here, but I think it will.
You never know. Yes.
Yeah, you never know, right? My second question is a little about something creepy that happened in a dream. I will talk about it, kind of funny too. But I had a dream like a few days ago, and I was somewhere, and I was in the restaurant called McDonald's here, and I was with the rest of the crew there, and then the owner of the restaurant, it's a man, I know him, and the restaurant right here, not all of McDonald's restaurants, but just a few ones here in this city. And his father, he was there, and there was a lot of people who were gathering to go to his funeral, and I was there too. Then his wife came and gave me his head. His head in the bag, and then I was holding his head, and then I had a role to play in the funeral, and throughout the dream, I could feel his energy with us. He was more like waiting patiently for something to happen, or I don't know what he was waiting for or what the plan was. But we got dressed up to go to his funeral and do something. And I had his head in a bag, and I never knew what that was about, but I could feel a lot of Illuminati energies, and
Yes.
it felt really creepy when I woke up, but in the dream it was all okay, and it was not something special. It was normal in the dream, but when I woke up, it was kind of, whoa, what was that about? I mean, what was that about really?
And this one is an owner of one of these McDonald's.
He's father of the owner of
Yes.
few McDonald's.
Father. Yes. Now the reason why his head is in the bag is he wants people to know him better. So you are helping him get to know everyone, or see him for what he truly is. That was symbolism mostly than just a lot more was going on. Basically, you're helping him download his information to others. So you're almost in a lot of ways protecting him too. He knew that you would protect, yes, his his head, his his value, you can say. So, but you are helping him connect to others in dreams, basically.
Ah, nice. Yeah, I also felt like I was given I was offering my help to heal him in a way,
Yes,
by taking
yes.
care of his head, his mentality.
Exactly. Yes.
Um,
That's why
and
he asked for you to be there. Yes, because he has a lot of inner demons. You're
Exactly.
helping him sort it out. So
yeah. There was a lot of nasty energy, but he was
yes.
not a threat at all. He was just standing there and had a huge
Yes.
energy actually. But yeah,
This is a process also of helping him cross over to the other side.
exactly. Yeah, that is also what I felt.
Yes. So this is your word, like his custodian, you can say.
Yeah,
About anything.
well, that's nice. I guess I will tell his son and grandsons here.
Oh, they would love to hear that. Yes, they would. Something weird. Yes, they would love that.
All right. Well, thank you a
Yeah.
lot for.
Yes, if you receive more information, like you're down intuitive, I would believe they'd be happy to hear it. if you
Yeah.
can read anything from it.
Yeah, you mean his families?
Yes, those that you feel that they're comfortable with hearing it. Let's put it
I
that way.
will try. They will find it funny.
Yes, exactly.
Well, thank you very much, and
You
I
are
shall-
very welcome.
and see you up in heaven sometimes.
Yes, of course. Oh, yes, of course. Blessings.
Up next is Brian.
Hello, hello, greetings.
Yes,
Mr.
greetings to you.
Logan.
Yes.
Okay, my first question of the day is, when I've been going to sleep for the past 4 days, for some reason, I don't feel like I'm sleeping. It's just like I close my eyes for a long time, just open them, it's like 3:30, close them again, and then just randomly open them at like, 7:30. It's like I'm in a trance. Can you explain to me what's happening?
This is something that's happened recently, though. I don't believe this has been your whole life like this, but it's like sleeping with one eye open, one eye closed. You have a lot of zetas around you. If you see 4 zetas around you at this time protecting you, so you can say you're kind of on watch for yourself. You don't want to fully go into full sleep because there's a lot of activity around you. So you're doing this mostly to protect yourself at this time. I believe it will come to an end where you can finally sleep soundly, but not at this time. There's a lot of reptilian presence around you too. At least that's trying to get into your energy field. They want to get into your dream field. So being half awake is protecting that. So if that makes sense.
Huh. Interesting.
That's why I'm
My
saying.
second question is, are there any general messages from you at this time?
Yes, you are stopping a lot of negative blockages occurring around those friends around you and others that are of a use of your age that you might not be aware of, but you're assisting the youth and connecting more to the higher dimensions, but you're doing it astrally. Men are not aware of this, but you do show up in dreams, assisting them. Of course, they don't know who you are, and you show up as an alien being or angelic being, whatever they can accept at that time. And it's possible you'll get more information on this, but right now you're preparing for what's to come, basically. As for alien awareness, if you want to call it that, more 4th-dimensional awareness has not occurred yet, of course. So this is many years down the line, actually. That is a message at this time. I also see a Arcturian ship that are connected to you at this time for your downloads during the night. That is what I'm receiving at this moment.
Huh. Thank you.
Yes. Let's see you.
Up next is Kingsley, and I've got his questions. He says, greetings. Are there any messages for me?
Yes, he's cleared a lot of blockages in his third eye. I believe he knows this already. As for flights, they say just to give this time, he's also connecting to a great amount of Arcturian energies and play, but mostly Arcturian basically to crystallize his third eye, crystallize his chakras so he can connect to it better, so he can open up more 4D environment. Realize many of your consciousness have to open up 4D also for it to be easier for him to. Basically, not many people are ready for a person to fly around, but he is setting it up where they are. He's getting his audience ready. So that's something he can connect to. Blessings.
Thank you. His second question, any updates for my abilities?
Yes, one moment. He has also connecting to a lot of Martian energy at this time, to Martian knowledge, because much of it is here causing blockages for many, and many fears, and even many fear dreams are Martian related, not just Archon. Much of it is actually Martian fear dreams, and he's actually healing a great deal of that. So it does go into his abilities, basically, so like once again, so others can handle his abilities, because he has a soul family that will be there when his powers do fully activate. Some of them will be there at least. So he's preparing for flight. As for a date for that, it's on the table. It has not been fully activated yet for many reasons, though. Blessings.
Thank you. Next up is Daria.
Greetings to you. Not there.
Nope. So we'll go ahead and I'll ask my questions.
Yes.
I dreamt that I was in some sort of go-kart type of vehicle that I could control with my intentions or my mind. And as I was driving, someone was flinging big copy machines onto the streets. I was dodging them while driving again with my intentions. And then I was so flustered with what was happening that I wasn't able to control the vehicle. It's almost as though there wasn't a clear connection and the cart wasn't doing what I really wanted it to do, which was to get away from the danger.
Mm-hmm.
But then I realized that I needed to deal with the problem head on, regardless of my fear. And when I realized that, the vehicle sped straight to the aggressor who was causing havoc on the streets. Can you give me some insight on that?
Yes, those copy machines are coming basically a third dimension mind control, you could say.
Mm-hmm.
It is like from an Archon energy center point. Mm-hmm. Basically putting these thoughts into humans' minds of basically, this is where we want you to be. And copy machines, because everyone's copying each other, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, without that, everyone that's already opening themselves will be able to open up even stronger. So you're getting a different point of view. So basically your guides are teaching you this, even your higher self's giving you more understanding.
Mm-hmm.
More of this will come through more. Basically in areas where you try to activate your powers, if you're in public and you feel interference, it's coming, it's coming from somebody else, not you. As you just clear your vibration, clear the energies where you feel there's a blockage coming in.
Okay.
That's the message at this time.
Thank you. And any other messages for me?
Yes, you have a lot of lion energy, wearing vibration around you to strengthen you, because you are becoming more into your power. Having a dream like that is showing you are preparing for yourself to go more into, not necessarily the public, but for those that you wish to connect with to help, they will find you. Mm-hmm. Over time. You don't have to go looking for them.
Yes.
But your powers are going to increase, and also for your family. A lot of it's going to go to your family and assisting them. Mm-hmm. If they like it or not. You're going to receive a message. Spirit's going to give a message to you no matter what to them. Yeah. It's very hard-headed.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, thank you so much, Al. I need to tell you that I was feeling a Lyran energy need, or maybe I was sensing it. So thank you so much, Al. I appreciate you for coming through.
Yes, of course.
Next up is Lila.
Blessing, Al.
Yes, greetings.
Can you tell me my connection to Elohim and if there's any message from you?
Yes, our energies are with you at this time for protection. Now you come to this world to, you can say in some ways, to hibernate, you're stationed where you are. You're on, I wouldn't call it on guard, but you're on watch where you are at this time. It's like Spirit needed you in a place and you said, sure, I'll be happy to be involved with this. So in Spirit, you've been Elohim in many incarnations as an alien being assisting worlds in their development. So in this world, you are at your post, you could say.
So what is the reason? I mean, the purpose.
Yes, well, is for the energies of the planet basically as it goes into its fourth dimensional awakening processes. You are going to open up more along with everyone else. As now you're at the vibration of that you need to be, so you can be understood. You can easily go to a fifth dimension energy where nobody would understand, at least in the third dimension, what you ever see. But right now they need you in the third dimension. So that's why you have a lot of third dimension energies right now. But in a higher scale, you are much more. You're like a spiritual watchtower. So you give much information to the galactic forces you're not aware of at this time.
You know, I I was thinking a lot recently about Lucifer,
Yes.
and I have a deep feelings for him. What is my connection with him? Did I have ever sex with him?
Yes, I believe. Well,
That
yes,
was a joke.
well, yes, he's been many
Hollywood,
lifetimes of relationship.
yeah, in
Yes,
Hollywood, he has sex with everybody. So that was I was just
that's
kidding.
funny. Yes, but well, he's involved with everybody. Well,
Right.
he has been also much in your family connections, soul family connections in your past. Like you want to go where he goes. Basically, he's where all the action is. You can say.
So did I have any personal connection with him in the past, like a relationship, or just
Yes,
passing by?
there has been intimate connections. Yes, this is in your ancient world, though. Yes.
Right. Of course, I know.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you. Now I know everything.
Yes, of course. Blessings. Happy to
Thanks.
be of service. Yes.
Thanks.
Blessings.
Next up is Colin, and I've got his questions. Any messages on my feelings of depleted physical energy?
One moment. Yes, he is. Well, he's out with the old and with the new. He is getting a new way of looking at the world. It is good for him to relax, take it easy. It's gonna, yes, it might be several weeks of this, but he will rebuild throughout the weeks. But he is seeing things differently too. He's going through a soul renewal process of just, pain, but also a great amount of energy is going through him of, once again, seeing his life much differently. So it's actually a good thing. He's getting an upgrade, actually.
Okay, great. The second question, any other messages for me?
One moment. It is good for him to have action, meaning moving around, even if he does feel not to do so. It's still good for him to go places, connect to those maybe he should not be connecting to, but feels like he needs to. It's good for him to put his energy out there, because the more you sit still, sometimes you feel less likely to do anything. But if he sleeps more, it is for the better, though. But it's good. He's going through a major transition, a timeline transition. There's not always the easiest ones at times. So, and it's not just in life; it's also in the mind that's going to shift. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Next up is Umberto.
Greetings to you.
Hello?
Yes. Can I help you?
Yes. So my first question is, I just met someone named Michelle. I would like to know, when you see us in a long-term relationship, or are we even compatible for each other in terms of longevity?
But this is one you have spoken to recently, though, right?
Yes, we have met quite a few times, yeah.
One moment. Well, this is one that you need to have more conversations to make that full decision. It's up to the two of you how long it's going to be long, if it's going to be longevity. Now, yes, it does have the energies where it can be a long relationship, yes. But it's good to get to know each other first, of course. But yes, it can go several months or it can go several years. But it's good to go several months first, see how that goes before you commit to longevity like that. So,
interesting. Okay. This person, Michelle, has mentioned that she has been in a rut lately. She feels like she wants to travel the world and leave this town where I live and have a good job in. I would like to know what advice you recommended me giving her about this and her depression.
well, that is, yes, because that's her depression talking to you. She wants to change, but it's not. Well, yes, she can go and find this job, of course. But it's when you're in a depression state like that, it's difficult to make the right decisions too. It is best for her to take it easy and get her mind working properly. So she's seeing too far in the future at this time. I don't believe this job is going to be prepared for her yet, or she's prepared for it at all. But yeah, she is seeing in the future. Most likely she'll make this work, but at this time, I don't see her as ready for this. But what to say to her is up to you. Basically, take it easy, but she has to make her own decisions, her own life lessons. She's not making it easy for those that are around her either, from what I see. So, hopefully that's helpful.
Interesting.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much.
Yes. Blessings to you.
So much to you as
Yes.
well.
Then you will. Yes.
Bobby, you're next.
Greetings, Zach.
Greetings to you.
Blessings.
Yes.
It's interesting that I get to speak with Elohim. Just this week, I was researching some teachings by Saint Germain about how the chakras, the 7 main chakras in our bodies, are connected with Elohim.
Yes.
And I was looking to see, scanning my energy. Can you give me any messages of how to connect with the Elohim within me, so that I can resonate in harmonic convergence along with my full potential and become one with creation and the creator?
There are certain ways of going about it. You usually have to find your own way of connecting, but using the Elohim energies to basically ask your chakras from an Elohim perspective if they have a message for you, or they have a message, for you to your guides, or the Elohim energies within your chakras will help you connecting to that vibration. You'll definitely feel, and ask for knowledge, ask for why things are, to help you clear out blockage. What can you do better also to improve your existence here as for manifesting what you wish? So the Elohim energies, I believe it'll be easy for you to tap into that vibration. And yes, you are one of the reasons why we are here.
Excellent.
Yes.
For my second question, interested to know if any of my parallel versions of me have any messages for me as for connecting with higher timelines.
Yes, there's an Arcturian that you're very connected to. That's also connected to, we call Bigfoot on your planet. And there's a whole nother civilization you can connect to of humans interacting with Bigfoot beings. But of course, it's at a higher fourth dimensional level, because they like the fourth dimension because they can connect to your world a little bit easier. They can go to 5 if they wish to, but many are in the higher fourth dimension. And it's very blue in that reality. Well, you see energies, lines of energies everywhere. It's like harp music, strings of a harp everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but and it's just vibrations you can touch. It gives you a higher, it's like a high basically, to connect you to other energies of your planet. So for you to connect to this dimension, any messages from them, trust your higher self, trust you. Yes, you're at a point of, yes, there is a blockage there, but only because it has lessons, because you're learning more about yourself at this time. So of course, if you just keep going forward the directions you wish for to manifest your life to go, things will start rapidly moving, I believe, in the next month, from what they are saying. But they're not saying exactly what that means exactly.
Yeah. All right. I'm getting that feeling too.
Yeah. The next, what I see.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yes. Of course.
Much love. Blessings.
Blessings.
I do have.
Yes.
Thank you. I do
Yes,
have
of course.
2 questions I have to ask for Marvin. One second.
Please.
Let me get those.
Yes.
Marvin's first question is, he has a lot on his plate, and he's asking, is there a place that can rent to Rochelle and her kids. And if this is a test, how can he help other?
I'm not sure if I understand this question.
He met a lady named Rochelle, and he wants to help her and her kids find an apartment.
Oh, yes. And how to go about this? Or
yes.
One moment. Yes, this is not going to be as quickly. Well, how to go about it? We're not a third dimensional energy. Just to connect to the normal sources that you would normally do, but yes, it's going to be. It might take some time, maybe even a couple of months to get something fully. Yes, it does seem like a few months from what we are seeing, but just keep on the normal channels that you would check. His guides are already working with right now. There's not a whole lot available at their income level, from what I see. So, just keep looking is all they're saying at this time.
Okay. His second question.
Yes.
His second question. He's been emotional, and wants to know what's been going on in the unseen with him, and how, and are they aware of how he's feeling about himself with love, etc.
Yes. Well, he's connected to a lot of Zetas right at this point. And his emotions are going through their energies also to help them with emotions, to understand it, to stabilize it. So he's connecting to many at this time, a group. So he is basically, and he's in some ways going to the dark side of himself, but he's releasing it slowly. He's just not ready to fully release it. The dark side of the soul is part of him that he needs to explore that at this time. I believe once he releases it, he will no longer need to go back to it. But right now it needs him, he needs it, from what we are seeing. So how to make it better is to self-love. He will come out of it eventually. Blessings.
Blessings. And may I ask before I leave, may I receive an Elohim infusion to my third eye chakra?
Yes, of course. Yes. We'll also go to other chakras, of course, too. Yes.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yes.
Much love.
Okay, next up is Brayden, and I've got his questions. His first question, are there any messages for me at this time?
A moment. Yes, he's connecting to a lot of Anunnaki energies for them to be, yes, more positive influence on your planet. Yes, it does have to do with the secret space program, much as the moon program, basically. And we also see him working with the government, yes, for making a more positive disclosure energy that will eventually come into your public. So expect much in the skies. There'll be messages in the skies for him, from what we are seeing through the Zetas, actually. They're all kind of working together, as you can see. Blessings.
Thank you. His second question, are there any messages for my partner or girlfriend?
Yes, well, yeah. For any emotions, anything that's on her mind is she feels like she needs to share with her boyfriend if she wishes to help her feel better about life. It'd be good to let those things out. Whatever it might be, we don't have the details at this time, but she knows if there's anything that she really wants to talk about, it would be good to, because he will learn from that too. Both of you will learn from it. So I believe it'll make it a stronger relationship from what I'm seeing. So sometimes the sensitive subject matters brings you closer. So I believe it will. Blessings.
Thank you. Lucy, you're next.
Thank you. Hello.
Yes,
Hello?
Greetings to you. Yes.
I was bad.
Yes.
An infusion. I need one.
Yes, of course.
Yes. Well, I have a question. As part of the club, am I being punished because I didn't take my exit point?
No, I don't. It seems that way, but no. You are. It's that. yes, you're kind of throwing away all the luxury of life to truly connect to the earth. I believe you are aware of that in some ways. So
Mushrooms in the carpet. No, I'm kidding.
it almost feels like you're turning into a tree in some ways. I know it sounds strange, but maybe not.
No, doesn't actually. I am a bona fide tree hugger.
Yes, you're turning into nature itself.
Yeah.
And there will be a time when you will disappear and go into spirit. So basically, you want to truly ingrain your energies into the earth, is basically what's happening. So it's like, I will never leave this place. Of course, your physical self is technically going into the earth right at this moment.
Yes.
So when you're ready to release, you will know. It's like, okay, I've done everything I need to do, and then you just leave. So that's what's happening.
Right, because I didn't know why. I just refused to go, even though I was really supposed to.
Well, you did. It's like you've already been here this long. You might as well just hang on for a little bit longer. Is what we're seeing.
Okay.
So what that little bit means, they're not giving us detail of how long that little bit is.
Well, I just feel just every power that I ever had, which was no small amount, has just fled.
Well, your powers are increasing also. They might not be fully showing themselves with you now, but they are increasing.
It seemed like they completely left every last shred except
Well,
for reading other people.
At the third dimensional level, yes. But at a higher level, you're actually getting stronger from what we're seeing. So you're kind of giving yourself away. Yes, you're giving yourself away. This is why you can help others, but you can't help yourself.
Right.
So you're truly going into Mother Earth's energy by doing this.
Do I need to fire my guys?
If you wish to, but I don't believe it'll change much.
Yeah, I don't think so.
They'll just bring another hard-headed group, basically. Well, they say nice try. So,
you guys are so funny.
Well, they're going through it too. They're going through that.
Right, they are.
Yes, and it truly at the higher levels it is helping, and you'll be glad for it. But during this space, it's difficult to see that, of course.
It is, but thank you. It was lovely to speak to you.
Yes,
as a collective.
We'll send you many bird energies.
Oh, the birds land on me. That's why I was happy that I'm a tree. It's like, well, the birds think so.
Well, maybe they won't land on you. Hopefully they'll just...
Well, no, they do land on me. They are quite adamant about that I'm a tree.
Yes.
Anyway, yes, lovely to speak to you.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Blessings to you. Yes.
Blessings to you too.
Liz, you're next.
Ooh, I didn't like that.
Yes, you heard that.
Liz, you're next.
Okay.
Yes, greetings.
Can you hear me?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Greetings. All right. Sorry, my dogs might bark out there.
Yeah, it's okay.
Anyways. Can you give an update on what's going on with government at this point?
One moment. Yes, it is kind of complicated at this time. Much has been shrouded in secrecy, but yes, we'll do what we can. Basically, we feel that your Trump will be very safe at this time. We believe that he will not be removed from office. There are threats of that. We believe he'll get his power even stronger as this recent situation is laid to rest. Of course, they're not letting it to rest soon enough. I believe also his FBI information will eventually derail itself because there's a lot of corruption going on that has not been revealed within itself. So, of course, they're not going to talk about that. And many of the news networks are there to cover it up. Also, inconsistencies, basically.
Yeah.
So, in some ways, yes, these news networks are same as your TMZ. They know everything about everybody, so they're covering up a great deal. So we see things. Yes, there'll be a lot of fireworks, but it'll be business as usual from what we are seeing.
But are we going to be seeing, I mean, is this going to expose more of the lies that's going on in the opposition?
And
Or it's
areas,
going to be all covered the same
it's
way?
going to be covered. There will be sparks of truth here and there. They're trying to cover. They're trying to do a cleanup job at this time.
Mm-hmm.
So it has not possibly in your September or your October. Basically, a full data dump.
Okay. As long as we can continue, they're not going to win the war this time.
Yes, they know
I'm
that.
happy.
They're not, but they have to fight anyway to keep their relevance up. So, and many human consciousness are assisting this, but it's going to eventually break down.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Yes, around your Trump, there's a lot of alien energies all around. They are waiting to be revealed more than ever before now. So,
yes,
put that out there.
Very good. And is any messages for me personally?
One moment. Yes, there's a lot of reptilian interference around you recently, so if you feel tired, it's because they're around. But some of them want to talk to you in astral, too, so that's another reason why you go to sleep. Not necessarily always for the negative. It's basically going to like an alien meeting, basically. So, but it's not always there. It's basically like a diplomatic type of situation. So if you wake up kind of tired out and burnt out, it's because of what's going on with the world today. There's a lot of covering up going on. So
yes, I've been very tired, and I feel pressure in my forehead.
There's a lot of Zeta activity around you too. They are assisting to relieve it, but they've been unsuccessful because there's been so much diplomatic conversation, especially what's going on in the government, because there are areas where the alien disclosure is coming closer. So they're in some shape or form, at least.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Okay, next up is Emmy, and I've got her questions. Her first question, any messages for me from anyone?
Yes, she has it. Yes, this is maybe a strange message. She has the ability to stop time, especially where she is. She's been there at previous incarnations, actually visiting places she has incarnated in the past. And that's a place of also she's going full circle, you could say, for clearing out karma and just realigning herself with the earth. And in this area, she might feel that she has a little bit more control over time than she did in the past and anywhere else. She can speed it up and slow it down. Let's put it that way. Something for her to play around with.
Good. Her second question, I was feeling aggravated yesterday. Can you tell me if there was something or someone causing this?
Yes, there's a reptilian that's not too proud of her being there. Is doing mind control basically to get rid of her, give her headaches basically. While also trying to read her mind, which has been unsuccessful. So this, I believe she knows who this is. She can block that energy out or just basically rest. It will let her go eventually. Right now she's a target, but I believe it will. It's mostly a mental target than a physical target. So it's just a mind game basically. And even also we do believe she will be able to connect to the area more clearly. There is a lot of blockages, but we believe she will be able to feel around, to feel the energy is a lot different than it is. What it's showing itself, basically. Connecting to different dimensions, basically. Blessings.
Thank you. Next up is Stephen.
El.
Yes, greetings.
How are you doing?
We are doing well, thank you.
Thank you, much love. I was wondering if you could give me some information. I feel very strongly here very soon I will become a tour guide for this galaxy solar system because I've seemed like I got vast knowledge of this universe. And I feel that my physical vehicle, my Grand Marquis that I'm driving right now, will be converted into a space vehicle, but still have the same shape and everything. Just be able to travel into the outer space and stuff, and be taking people who are ready to have that adventure, have that experiences with no limitations, no conditions. Can you connect with any of the AI or Esasani or any of the energies that are helping me with this or can help me with this to achieve, because I feel very closely I'll be doing this. Thank you.
Well, yes, you are doing this in the higher dimensions already. Yes, there have been ever many places around your universe in the past building up to this moment. So yes, when this will occur, yeah, it's hard to say exactly what you'll feel. More of a presence around you, basically. So if you feel more of an alien presence around you, it shows that you are in your flying car. So in the third dimension, you'll most likely stay in the 3D environment, but in the higher dimensions, you have definitely shifted. But if you feel a presence around, it means you have somebody, you know, a great many with you at this time as a tour guide.
Yes, definitely. But I do feel that the what I am achieving and what I'm
Yes.
doing, like the new thing is bringing the
Oh, yes.
3D and, you know, traveling in a 3D way. So yeah, I appreciate that. Second question is John Mendez, connected with him, been connected. He produces a lot of holograms and a lot of energies, really connected with Sananda and stuff. And he's been talking a lot about the cleanup crew has been approved by Source and just send energy and they're cleaning up the alliance and stuff. Along with he also said that about the government disclosing the SARA and stuff like that. That the emergency broadcast system has been doing various tests, as into getting ready for when that does happen. It'll be coming through the emergency broadcast system. Can you just share some more information on that or any messages from my galactic family? Thank you.
Well, the time period of this is still up in the air, basically. But yes, it is going to more of a galactic. You're going to more of a galactic setting. So yes, more of this. The cleanup crew is working, but most of humanity has to clean themselves up, basically, remove the blockages, basically, and they will. They're getting more people are being activated to help them do so. And this is, yes, going to be a gradual process. And during this process, also, you'll feel more of your galactic tour guide information coming through. So yes, everything just takes time, basically. But there'll be moments where it feels it goes very fast, and it'll become very slow. I believe mostly in your next year, a great deal of this will be activated. They are still setting things up, you can say.
Sweet. Any infusions for you?
Okay, yes.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Around your root chakra energies will send you energy vibrations. A lot of Venus energy to you also.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
So.
Okay, next up is James.
Hello.
Yes, greetings to you.
Hi. Okay, my first question. Yesterday, I had so I feel like I was trying to astral project or something, but I was like stuck. Like the lower half of my body got stuck. Can you tell me what happened?
One moment. Well, when that happens, the idea is to pull out or to remove the astral. Basically, you got connected to a vortex, and you're still not sure where you're doing in the astral. So the idea when you get stuck is to create another reality. See yourself somewhere else, basically. Where that is. Basically, you weren't welcome where you were going, is what was happening there. So just imagine nature, imagine another world. I believe you will leave that spot. If not, you'll have to just wake up out of that altogether. Because it feels like a lot of unwanted energy was there. So they're not saying where you were for a good reason. They don't want you to go back there, basically. I'll let you leave you with that.
Let's see. Okay. My second question is, who are my closest angel or Andromedan connections, and do they have messages for me?
What are your connections, or what is this you're looking for?
Yeah, my closest angel or Andromedan connections, like names or anything?
Well, the closest angel right now is Gabriel at this time and Ariel. Andromedan, there is an Andromedan going by the name of Jesus, which is curious. Jesus Red, you add a little bit difference to their names to your planet. Basically, they say to listen to music to basically help you understand the universe. Much of your music is very alien. Is another way for you to connect. It is, and it does have messages in it. So something that you feel like looking for, the guides are working with you. You can always put your intentions out. Like you like to open yourself up more of your alien self. Just put your intentions out. Your guides will help you.
Oh, what about my music? Like the music I make?
Yes, so definitely working through that. Yes, and even with that, you can put your intentions on the aliens that you wish to connect with.
Okay. You said Ariel. Is that with an A or U? Like which one is it?
The A.
Is it female or male or neither?
Neither.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Blessings.
Okay. Dragon is our very last person.
How you doing?
Greetings to you.
So I got 2 questions about telepathy today.
Yes.
When I noticed and I've noticed, and other people I talked to said the same thing. When I'm communicating telepathically with someone, and the connection's really strong. It seems like the heart. Well, it doesn't seem like the heart rate does change. Sometimes for both individuals, like myself and the person I'm talking to. And I don't know if they synchronize or not, but they definitely change. Like mine will get to be a slower, more, I don't know how to describe it. But I was wondering, what is the mechanism behind why the heart rate? I imagine it's not just me and the other people I talk to. What is the mechanism behind that?
Well, yes, the hearts are connecting, and for it to speed up, it's keeping the connection going. So it's going to speed up or slow down at the rate it needs to continue that connection. Because you're downloading from each other too. You're sending and receiving, and so when you receive, it does speed up, and sometimes it does slow down.
Is it kind of like a metronome keeping the beat for the?
In a lot of ways, yes, it needs to. Yes, it's very much like that. Yes.
Thank you. And my second question is, the intrusiveness of telepathy sometimes, just like cell phones, you can get contacted telepathically at the wrong, or time where it's maybe not appropriate and you're in the middle of something, and that's why I shut it down a lot, because sometimes it's very distracting when someone just reaches out to you in the middle of trying to do something important, and sometimes it's dangerous. And what I was wondering about is, that also makes me feel bad sometimes when I shut it off. What I was wondering is, what do you all do and what do you suggest in order to handle that kind of thing? I imagine people are going to have to become a little more considerate, but what other things do you guys suggest?
Well, in your environment, of course, you have to do what you need to do, say what you need to say. Some do call knowing it's a bad time, and they do it anyway. You're already connecting telepathically. It's just you're not fully aware of it. Everybody is. It's just you're not always hearing the messages. So people that are calling you, so you always put in your intentions out for that to end. And sometimes they still go through that. So you have to say what you need to say, to end that call. So to tell them you need to not do this again. But of course, that's up to you.
So basically, with telepathy, it's the same kind of thing.
Oh yes, telepathy. Of course, in the higher dimensions is a lot different. It's a lot more loving. In your world, it's a little bit more. It can be annoying at times because you're at this third dimensional level.
And I find telepathy can be even more intrusive than cell phones.
It can, yes.
hate cell phones most of the time.
Well, cell phones are the link to telepathy. It's like, wow, I don't need this anymore. Now I can talk to you mentally. And it can get overbearing too, but you know how to close that off too. You can close somebody off in telepathy also.
Yeah, I just have trouble turning it back on once I shut it off. It takes a
In
while.
time you will. Right now, sometimes it's better just to leave it off. It will if you truly need to activate it. You feel like, oh, I better turn it back on, but sometimes it's like, not really. So, this is what I see there.
All right, thanks. Much love.
Yes, blessings to you. Is there anyone else?
No more questions. Thank you very much, Al.
Yes, sending you a temple of love. As the soul reaches its highest peak, you will, in this world. Yes, many are going through, they're not always liking themselves in this reality, but it is to improve oneself. You're improving those faults. That's why you're here. One of the reasons, of course. Blessings to you all. All right, thank you. Do I have a blessing?
Yes, I would.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Ivan. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.
Thank you for that.
What was that? Old mermaid
It was singing.
singing like old mermaid.
It was the hot doors.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful, Steve.
Yeah, you need to get your own band. All right. Thank you, everyone. Blessings. Have a great weekend.